What's happening, Moola? Jason Shepard here. It's time for another $5 Fridays. What is up, Moola? Jason Shepard here. And many of you know, I started investing just $5 a day. You're thinking like, that's not a huge amount. It's not life-changing at first. But here's the thing most people don't realize. Small amounts invested consistently, they can grow into something big. I wasn't chasing stocks. I'm not trying to time the market. I'm just showing up every single day and letting compound growth do its thing. And now you're going to see it here in a second. I'll show you. I'm watching my portfolio grow. And you could say, if you're doing this, your future feels a lot more secure than it did 10, 12, 14, 15 weeks ago. It hasn't been that long. Then, by the way, just leaving your cash in the bank, doing a whole lot of absolutely nothing. The truth is, you don't need a lot of money to get started. You just need a plan. You need the discipline to stick with it. That's why we built the Moola app. And speaking of the Moola app, let's look at it here together real quick. $553.80. I'm quite pleased with this, believe it or not. Look at our actual returns here, by the way. Remember I told you we're not trying to do any timing. We're not trying to pick the hot stocks. And yes, Moola, if you look at the invest page, will show you what it ranks as a strong buy if you want to do some individual picks. And these are for me and my risk tolerances, by the way. So this isn't a recommendation. Moola can't give a generic recommendation. Every recommendation is very, very personalized. So you need to remember that. But actually for this, it's a battle as to who's up, either our IBIT Bitcoin ETF or VOO, which is our S&P 500 ETF. They're both up $14 and some change. IBIT's up just barely the most right now, but what's most important is, do you see underneath where it says Jason's IBIT shares? Maybe the Moola team can kind of highlight that top left box there, right? There. That one? Total unrealized. Why does it say unrealized? It's unrealized because I haven't sold it yet, right? I haven't actualized. Is that a word? I haven't realized. That's the better opposite of unrealized, right? I haven't realized the profits yet. That's how much I'm up. It doesn't mean I have that much in the bank right now, right? What it means is when I sell, I could though. But the important part is the percentage beneath that, 16%. We've been at this, what episode is this, right? We're 12 weeks into this thing, 11, 12, 13 weeks into this whole thing. To be up 16%. Did you know the S&P 500, historically, just look at the past 30 years. You could expand it even further and get a better return, but even the past 30 years is averaging an 8 or 9% return. In just, let's call it 3-4 months, up 16%. Now again, I haven't sold that. It's not realized, but you can get to see how that works. And even though I'm up so much, I'm still gonna buy, right? And in this case, it's $35 a week, $5 a day. So how I'm dividing up the portfolio is by putting $7 into this every single week. We nailed it, by the way. Our future's looking very bright, in case you didn't know. It said so. It's its own affirmation. Then we can come down to VOO. I just want to see how I'm doing there as well. Up 4%. That's still great. Remember, the S&P 500, the average is around 8 or 9% a year. Being up 4% so far this year sounds like a pretty normal year thus far. And this is through tariffs. This is through, there's two wars going on right now as we're talking about this. There's inflation. Egg prices were just off the charts. Like, this is to give you time frame as to when this is being recorded. The market wasn't doing so hot and it rode this wave, but we stayed the course. Good times, bad times. We'll go ahead, we'll put our usual $28 into this. We'll review that order. We'll submit that order and we got it. We're continuing to make progress on that. Beautiful, beautiful stuff, as you can really see there as we continue to grow. Hey, you can start your own $5 per day journey as well. Download the Moola app and follow along. It's not too late to get caught up, to get started. Just $5 a day, we're up to $500 something, and it's gonna keep growing from there. I'm excited to play a small part in your big success, be your guide on this journey as well. Have a blessed, abundant, outstanding rest of your day. I'll see y'all.